We have finished MasterBooks Elementary U.S. Geography and Social Studies. Today, let's talk about what we liked about it, what we didn't, and everything in between. Hi, I'm Jennifer. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to welcome you to my channel or welcome you back. I'm very thankful that you're here. On my channel, we talk about all things homeschool. And right now, it's all about curriculum. We are in the process of finishing our 4th grade year. And as we're finishing our curriculum, I am doing these videos to review to let you know what we liked, what we didn't like. And so if this is something that you are interested in, then please make sure that you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification so that you can be notified of when new videos go up. We are almost finished with our reviews. We're working on picking curriculum for next year. 5th grade. So I'll be releasing some flip throughs, comparisons, and then obviously our 5th grade picks. For U.S. Geography, we use MasterBooks. And so you have the Teacher's Guide, the Passport to America, and the Children's Atlas of the U.S. I'm not going to spend a lot of time flipping through these books because I do have a flip through. I'll go ahead and link it here, and it can show you pretty in depth about each one of these books and what it offers. In 3rd grade, my daughter did learn the location of each state. So in 4th grade, I wanted to reinforce the location, learn the capital, and then learn something very just general information about the different states. So for example, what region they were in, they were mostly farmland, if it's the biggest state, just those general information facts about states. And this curriculum absolutely did that. Now, this did more than that, and I'll talk about that as well, but we did accomplish what I wanted to out of it. Within the Teacher's Guide, they do have a schedule. Then for each state, there's a worksheet. There's also information about the flag and then a recipe. There's also some review sheets that you can find in here, and we didn't use it. My teacher's manual is like brand new. I'm not even sure that my spine is broken on it. There are a few reasons that I didn't use this. First of all, for the schedule, they want you to go in alphabetical order. My daughter had learned the location of the states based on regions, and so I wanted to stay with that concept. It was something that she knew, and so we did the South first, then we did the Northeast, Midwest, and West. And so that knocked out me being able to use the schedule or the quizzes because those are all based on the schedule, based on the material that you go over within the schedule. So knocked those out. Then I started looking at the worksheets, and they provided way more information than what I had planned on her getting out of it. And so I wanted something else. So we bought this wonderful map. Here's a picture of her with it. The way we would set it up, day 1, we would read the spread about the state in this book. And then day 2, we would read about the state in this book. And then she would color whatever state that we had just learned about, and we would listen to the Tour of the States song, which I will link up here, some of our favorite YouTube songs. And we did that for every state, and that was our general plan. I did bring in just a couple of other things. Her great-grandmother had given her this state quarters, which she already had, and so we used this to look at the different quarters because in this book, it highlights the quarters for each state. So that was something that we already had that was just a fun, easy thing to bring in. We also were able to get these states and capitals flashcards. Now these flashcards provide so much more information than what we needed. But what it does is it says, for example, So for Michigan, it'll give the state, the flag, and then there is all kinds of information on the back of this, which again was more information than what we needed, but it was good to help her be able to identify the states and then give me the capital for it. Finally, for each region, when we finished each region, she needed to do a project on one state within that region to be able to reinforce that information. So she was able to choose which state she wanted and then use these books to research the information for a project on the state in that region, which is really good because I wanted to start getting her into doing research on her own for research projects. And so this was a nice way to get into research projects without it being too overwhelming. One other thing that I have to tell you about, because this is probably one of her favorites, was there's a passport to America in here. And so for each state, you get a flag sticker that you put on here when you're finished with the state. And so that was one of the things that she really looked forward to doing, was putting those stickers on there and coloring this when we were finished with each state. So that was just another fun activity. As far as my final thoughts on this curriculum, thumbs up. I really liked it. I loved both of these books. This one had more fun information and this was more, I would say, academic information. They are both written from a biblical viewpoint, so keep that in mind. As far as this goes, I wouldn't purchase it again. We were able to glean a lot out of this curriculum without the teacher's manual. Now, if you want your child to learn quite a bit of information about the state with regards to the preamble, the state flower, the state bird, when it became a state, those types of information, then this would be a very good resource, because within these worksheets, those are one of the things that this focuses on. The other thing that we did in geography, which is kind of history, kind of geography, we did a state study. Abeka has a My State notebook. It's in their 4th grade curriculum. Unfortunately, I can't show it to you because I spilled water all over it and we had to pull all of the pieces out, which works out fine because they're perforated, so no problem. But there's different pieces. So for example, this is a political map to my state where you would draw your state, and then on each page it gives some information. Now, there's a flip through on YouTube for this My State notebook, so I'll go ahead and link that below, as well as the link to where you can purchase it at christianbook.com. It includes both geography as well as your state history in the notebook. There's quite a few places for you to draw different maps and learn a lot about your state. And so we had a great time doing this study. I have a video where I talk about what we did for our state history, and I'll go ahead and link that here. But it did include quite a bit of geography. I hope this video has been beneficial to you. If these are the types of videos that you like, please give us a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe as well as ring that bell for notification, because as I mentioned, we are coming out with quite a few curriculum videos in the upcoming few months. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time. I hope that you have a great day. Bye.